So I had this video asked of me a lot, like what's the difference between Asuka and Jun? If Jun was going to be revealed for Tekken 7, some people were asking, what's the difference between her and Asuka? So I'll start off with moves that they share, and maybe they share some moves, but the properties are different. So I'll go over that really quickly. So obviously 4-2 is a staple between both players, between both characters. So 4-2 is a staple. Can's exact same properties with both characters. 14 frame, -6 and hit, I think, same properties. Down 2, now Asuka's down 2 was better because she was standing while Jun was in their face. Jun was in their face at -4 crouching, while Asuka's is -4 standing. So Asuka's is a bit better for space control. Back 3, now Asuka's is better because she could tech buff her off like this, while Jun's, she had to do like a chunky combo. She had to do like something like this. Yeah, this was the combo, yeah. So her Jun's back 3 was better by itself, but Asuka's back 3 was just better because he could tech buffer into your partner for a lot of red light damage. So Asuka's is better. Another one was back 1. Now Asuka didn't have a hit grab off hers, while Jun had a hit grab off hers. Now the move itself is bad, but Jun's back 1 was better. Forward 4, we all know this is a plus and block homing high. So Asuka's forward 4 was okay, but Jun's back 4 was actually a really easy mode combo. So she got like a very good combo, and if the wall wasn't there, she got a free forward 4, free forward 2 afterwards as well. So if they were like off axis there, the forward 2 is guaranteed. So Jun's forward 4 was a lot better than Asuka's. They both have the same down 4-4, same properties, same range, same properties and everything. 4-4-3 was the exact same for both Kazamas. So 4-4-3 was the exact same. Down 4-3 again was the exact same properties and frames wise. Off 4-3, now Asuka's was better because on counter hit, they both get a combo on counter hit. So they could both get a combo on counter hit. But Asuka's a bit better because she got a much better combo. And it's a much better hitbox as well, like there's more range and hitbox. So I'd say Asuka's was definitely better than Jun's for off 4-3. Another one is 3+4. Now Asuka's did this, while Jun's had slightly less range and did this. Now Asuka can actually combo offers with good timing. And I'm not going to try it because it's really hard, but she can actually combo offers, while Jun's isn't really as good. So Asuka's 3+4 was actually better. Then Mach 4 was the same for both characters, the low itself anyway, but then Mach 4-3 was a different ender for both characters. So Asuka's was a high, duckable high, while Jun's was a mid that you could stack. So, and it was the same off then Mach 4-4-3 and then Mach 4-4-3 and so on. And obviously you can go into the string here, the white heron dance string, and Jun's 1+4 was different slightly compared to Asuka's. So she could go into the Izumi's dance from the 1+4. So that was a bit better than Asuka's. Now another one was jab strings. Now the jab strings were exactly the same. So 1-1, 1-1-3, 1-4, 1-3, and so on. It's all the same. It's all the same. But the difference was Jun's jab was +1 on block compared to Asuka's -2. So her jab game was actually a lot better than Asuka's. So +1 on block jab along with a jab string was quite strong. So Jun definitely had the better jab pressure than over Asuka. Forward 1, same thing, the whiplash strings, it's all the same here. They can all do this stuff, it's the same. FC Temper 2 is the same for both characters. But Asuka's on counter hit only did this, that was guaranteed. You can back roll any follow-ups there. But Jun's was actually a full combo, which was quite good. It was an easy mode combo, but it was there anyway. Asuka can get a combo of hers as well, but you had to crouch cancel FC Temper 2. And I'm gonna fuck up a few more times. I'm gonna try one more time. There you go. So it's kind of weird because Asuka's was technically better because he can, if you had the execution, you can convert this into red light combo. But Jun's was just so easy, like you just hop kick from crouch. It was a very easy move version of it. So Asuka's on paper was better, but Jun was just a lot easier. Another one is while standing 3+4. it should be the same for both characters. It's same properties. It has the follow up as well. Same for both. While signing 1+2, same for both characters. So the unscaled 4-2 afterwards is exactly the same for both characters. You would say Jun's is better because Jun's combos were generally better than Asuka's. So you would say that Jun's version is better just because she gets a better combo off it. While standing 3, same for both characters. But Jun's is actually better because she gets a really strong combo and backturn opponents. Remember the 4-4 combo I mentioned? She normally would get that off it if there wasn't a wall there to interrupt it. But even though the move is exactly the same property wise, Jun just got a much better combo off hers. And of course, you know, you can do wall standing too with Asuka and let Jun combo instead, for example. And if you delay the back 4-2, now I'm going to try this a few times, but if you delay the back 4-2, you can actually get a normal combo. Like this, for example. It should be comboing normal anyway. Nope. I'm gonna try one more time. But you saw it earlier on anyway. Okay, that should be comboing normally. Yeah, there you go, see? So it can combo normally if you time the back 4-2 well. It's kind of tricky, but it's kind of important to know if you want to wall carry normally. They had the same while running 3, so no difference there. They had the same... No, okay, so Sidestep 2, Asuka's was better because it was more evasive. Now, both of their Sidestep 2s were -12 from Type 2, but Asuka's a bit more invasive compared to Jun's. Now, if you want to see Jun's differences with Unknown, I have a whole separate video for that, so look at that. Because Unknown's version was really, really good. So Sidestep 2 with both characters was quite good. But Asuka's was a bit better because it's more evasive. They had the same reversals, so let me record Jin doing something. So Jin, jab, jab, or whatever, right? So Jun's actually could be tag buffered, which was really good for like standing pressure or whatever. I don't know what the plus frames were, and you know Asuka's reversal, we all know it. You know, she gets a little bit oaky afterwards as well, like I think a free hit in tag 2, I can't remember. But Jun's was better because you could tag buffer it, and if you didn't tag buffer it, you got really strong oaky afterwards. So if they try to stand up 4-2, it'll launch them, and you can mess with the head around this oaky. They had the same grabs, so down 4-2 plus 3 was the same for both characters. Now I'll show off a few tag grabs. So Asuka had 1+2 grab into Jun, and Jun had a 1 grab into Asuka for tag buffers. So that's the move list that they shared. As you can see, there are like exactly the same property wise, and you can see that there are like the same move but different animation slightly or different properties. So Asuka was better at defensive play because a lot of her stuff pushed back and block. You know, like down 2, you know, she can still create space with down 2, then back 3, and then so on, right? So Asuka was better at spacing and controlling the neutral, and she was better at being the defensive Kazama. But Jun was more like stringy, rushdown heavy kind of character. She had a lot of strings, like a lot of delayable strings. She had like a lot of stance stuff. This is the Jinitsu stance. She had like a stance low, she had a stance mid, she had Izumi transitions, which was kind of gimmicky, but it was there anyway. It could go into a bunch of things. Her lows were better than Asuka's for pressure. So she had back 2, she had back 3, you know, like plus and hit lows, and it left Jun up close. So her pressure game was a bit better. And her mids were better from crouching as well, like while standing 2-1 for example. Jun's while standing punishment was better than Asuka's, because Asuka got this at 15 frame, while Jun got this at 14 frame. And Jun's standing punisher was... they're both even, right? Asuka got this at 10 frame, we all know this, okay? Jun got 1-2 at 10 frame, Jun got 2-1 for 12 frame, while Asuka got knockdown for 12 frame. So Asuka's 12 frame punisher was better, but Jun got better 13 frame punisher. So Jun wins in 13 frame punisher alone, but I think Asuka, and 10 frame and 13 frame, but Asuka wins at 2-3, she wins at 14 frame, Jun doesn't have a 14 frame punisher. And notably, Jun doesn't have a 15 frame punisher. Her hop kick was her first launcher at 16 frame, well Asuka has done for 2. And Asuka has safe launchers, while Jun doesn't really have safe launchers. So Asuka's just better at being safe, controlling the opponent, generally having a better moveset overall. But Jun was better at rushdown, offense, like string kind of base pressure. Like her jab game was very good because her jab was +1 on block. She had better lows for pressure. She had like generally easier combos. And her forward 4 is ridiculous compared to Asuka's. And her combos were so much better than Asuka's. Her combos were so much better. Because with Asuka, you generally want to tag buffer off her launchers. Because her combos alone were kind of bad. So you generally wanted to tag buffer the combos. And thankfully, Jun combos and conversions are very good. So Asuka and Jun was actually a decent team together. What else can I talk about? So Jun's like more stringy, Asuka's more defensive. I showed their move lists, you know, they share some similar moves. And I think Asuka just has better counter hit tools, because Jun doesn't really have like a fast counter hit launcher. So like her back 4 is like this kind of mid poke instead, but Asuka's back 4 has like a 15 frame counter hit launcher. She has a safe damper too, while Jun doesn't really have a safe launcher apart from this, which was pretty slow. They both have magic 4s, of course, 11 frame. And the conversion is pretty similar, so dash 1+4 for both characters. Well, Jun's magic 4 combo is better, just because generally her combos are better. So Jun was really good for combos, she was really good for string and rushdown pressure, while Asuka was better for defensive, neutral kind of style. Like, a lot of her stuff pushes back and hit. So, and safe launch as well. She had lost, you know, like Damper 2, 1+2, we all know this, right? We all know this from Tekken 7 Asuka. And yeah, I think that's all I can really talk about here. I mean, I've given you a good idea, like, Jun's FC game was a little bit better than Asuka's. Her standing punishment was better than Asuka's, but Asuka had the better standing punishment. So Asuka's standing punishment, Jun crouching punishment. And what else can I talk about? Jun had better jab game, she had better offensive lows, she had better crouching punishment, she had better combos, she had better bends, better conversions. Well, Asuka just simply had a better neutral game. And yeah, I just want to keep it simple. You know, I don't want to go into a huge thing. I made a Jun overview. If you want to see me go into Jun in more detail, like I can show you, like I will link it in the description. You can watch that if you want to see Jun in more detail. But in this video, I just want to show the difference between Jun and Asuka. And I think I covered everything. So thank you for watching and take care.